So everybody's aware of the pick me epidemic. And I feel young women who are going on speaking to Kevin Samuels and letting him pick them apart are part of that what's wrong with me epidemic. And I just have to tell you, for me, it's sort of like fortune telling. Someone's telling you your future, and as you know, we did, of course, from the beginning of time, study the stars and the moon and sky, but not in this way. So if you let a person tell you your future or do things like that, it's essentially a curse. He's cursing these women. He does not know their outcome. He can say what likely has, based on history, has happened, but anything else is sort of a curse. I'm not saying that he knows that. I think he's doing it for entertainment. But the people who are believing this and going on there, they're already coming from a place of doubt. And if you plant any seed, it will grow. Now, I've only watched some clips and I laughed very hard at them. And instantly afterward, I felt a little bad because I realized that these are real people and some of them are probably humiliated about the feedback and people in the comments and things like that. I also want to say that I don't believe that his intentions are bad. I think he's trying to address a real problem and, speak honestly to women. And speaking to men about this, that's a great source of information because, women, we have our own theories, but men more understand what men want and, they're different, species than us in a sense. So with that being said, I want to say, women, don't let anybody tell you who you are. Why? Because it's the process is not finished. It's incomplete, right? So as long as you're doing everything you can today to improve yourself and change your circumstances, if they even need to be changed, that's all you need to look at. Everything else will come. If you build it, they will come. So I want to give some tips or some things I think will be helpful and useful. So say, for example, you're looking for a job. You may tailor a resume for a specific job in a specific field. And, depending on whether you have degrees or a background in something, you may find that job or you may end up taking something based on right now. You may say, you know what, right now I'm not finding something in my field that, I have a degree in, but I'm going to take something because I need something right now and I'll look for something later or wait till something else comes along better, right? Well, you can seek a job specifically, right? You can seek a pair of shoes or a dress specifically. When it comes to other things, you don't seek them specifically because the same things do not work here. Because, for instance, if you go now, you're seeking a man, which I don't agree with, and I'll tell you why. I remember my uncles, aunts, mother, dad, they would say this kind of old saying, men choose women, women don't choose men. And I kind of didn't agree with that, but I was very young, you hear all these things. One thing I could not stand was that, like, my uncles would say, oh, well, one of the very oldest ones, he was like, you ain't gonna never keep no man like that. He would say that to, he would just say that. And I was very young and I would be offended by that. Like, what? A man gotta keep me. Like, what is he talk? My whole being is about a man. I hated that. But I understand everything now because I'm a grown woman. So I want to tell you, it is true that women do not pick men. Men pick women, but after the man picks that woman that he likes, the woman also picks him after that and submits to that, right? And commits to that. That's how it works. Now, with that being said, just like a job, you don't want to be seeking a man like you seek a job. Why? Because if you're seeking it in that way, looking for it, you may be put in a position because you just want something right now to sacrifice, to take something for just right now. It's good enough. You may be settling. And that's not what you should do in these situations, because in a situation where you may take a pay cut, not being paid what you're worth, or getting it because you don't have the degree or you're not a professional yet, whatever the circumstances are, it's different with a relationship. You can have children out of a relationship. So they produce different things, right? And that's the way you should think about it. Same with money. If you're looking for money, success, happiness, those are not things you seek specifically. You don't go after, do you know what I'm saying? You don't say, I just want money. You have to seek other things: health, wealth, prosperity, understanding. And you have to, there needs to be different steps and actions you need to take to go after. So in other words, if you're seeking, or you're single and you'd like to have a family and a man and happiness one day, then you do things in your life to improve yourself, and then everything else is attracted to you. Do you get what I'm saying? This is just some advice. Let me know what you think.